So we're ready to roll. Out next will be your Micromax, 8 carts signed in for 12 laps. Humberto Peretta to 123, set quick time with a 43.245. Outside row 1, the 24, Joe Nunez. Lucas Rodriguez in the number 95 starting third. Fourth, it'll be the 30 of Ryan Rackley. Ashton Chilton at 56 starting fifth. Sixth, it'll be the 51 of Gabriel Ramirez. Bryce Haynes in the number 21 starting seventh. Eighth, it'll be the 308 of Jeremy Fletcher. There's your starting lineup. Rotex Micromax. They're set to go 12 laps. Joe Nunez starting outside row number 1. Joe sits on top of the point standings. And Joe's been very, very consistent, very hot here in the last few events. Back-to-back wins for Joe Nunez. Humberto Peretta in the number 123, second in the point standings. Again, Humberto's been very good, runner-up in the last two events. Does have a win, race weekend number 2 for Humberto Peretta. Lucas Rodriguez in the number 95, starting third. He's third in the point standings. And Lucas, out of 5 events, 5 top 5 finishes for Lucas Rodriguez. Best finish, he's hit third twice this season. 30 of Ryan Rackley starts this weekend, fourth in the point standings. And Ryan, best finish, he did that at opening weekend with a second place run. You got a couple podium finishes this season for Ryan Rackley. Ashton Chilton at 56 starting fifth. Ashton fifth in the point standings. Gabby Ramirez sixth in the point standings, has a win, open up the season with a win. And Gabby starting sixth in today's race. Bryce Haynes in the number 21. Bryce making his second start with the series. Finished seventh in race weekend number 4. Jeremy Fletcher, seventh in the point standings. Jeremy making his fifth start out of 6 events. So this is his fifth start for Jeremy Fletcher. So about ready to go, 12 laps. Need Tag Junior, Rock Junior on grid. Mini Rock, your pre-grid. Humberto Peretta, quick lap time in qualifying, 43.245. Humberto in the inside, outside of him, Joe Nunez. Very good looking row number 1. Boy, you talk about some talent. And they're going to see green. We're underway. Good little battles. They make their way down into turn number 1. Humberto going to hug that low side. That's the right lane, and he'll come off turn 1 as your leader. Freight train of traffic heading to the tree turn. Humberto Peretta, nice move there. Joe Nunez chipping away at the bumper of Humberto Peretta through the tree turn. Everybody going forward, single file to the top half of the hairpin turn. Again, Joe Nunez, that is your points leader. Nunez looking for his third straight final win. And he'll have an opportunity to do that a little bit later on. Right now, working in his pre-final on their leader through the chicane. Nunez looking for his third straight final victory so far. 2 in a row for Nunez, and he's pedaling along in that second spot. Here comes Gabby Ramirez. Look at Ramirez going to get up to a couple more spots. Ramirez off turn 1 and moves up into second. So Gabby Ramirez coming out like a rocket ship. So Gabby Ramirez started 6th in 1 lap. She's in second right there in contention for Gabby Ramirez. So shuffled around in behind Gabby Ramirez. Ramirez about 2 cart lengths behind your leader. Now 3 carts off the chicane. Good little battle. Joe Nunez in there. Lucas Rodriguez. Ryan Rackley as they come to the line. Ryan Rackley tapping that helmet, trying to get help from Ashton Chilton. Rackley running 5th. Chilton running 6th. Again, keep an eye on Joe Nunez all over the back end of Gabby Ramirez on the entry to the tree turn. Stays on the back bumper of Gabby Ramirez on the entry to the hairpin turn. Off to a great start, your leader. Humberto Peretta again. Humberto set quick time this morning, 43.245. And Humberto right now up front as they'll make their way through the chicane. Midpoint through the chicane. About a 3-cart length advantage for Humberto as he comes down the front stretch. Nunez working on Gabby Ramirez as they come down the front stretch. Nunez going to stay in the tire tracks at Gabby Ramirez for second off of turn 1. 3 laps complete. Good run going for Lucas Rodriguez, currently running in the 4 spot. Field off the tree turn, now into the hairpin turn. Again, Gabby Ramirez qualified 6th by lap number 1. Boy, she came right through traffic and runs the tire tracks up Beretta as they make their way to the chicane. Lucas Rodriguez currently running in the 4 spot. Lucas coming off a 3rd place finish at Jacksonville. In race weekend number 5 right now sits back in 4th as your leaders cross the line. Gabby Ramirez going to cross over. Has got an open lane on the inside. Gabby's got the room now. Had the lead briefly. Nice return there by Humberto Peretta. Again, Gabby just a little too much momentum coming off the exit of turn 1. Joe Nunez now chipping away. Goes to work on the 51 of Gabby Ramirez. Gabby briefly had about a half a cart length advantage over Humberto coming off turn 1. But again, that car swept out a little too much momentum. And good bite for Humberto Peretta coming through turn number 1. So your leaders right back what they did 1 lap ago. It is Peretta, Ramirez, Nunez, Rodriguez, Rackley as they'll head down into turn number 1. Again, Gabby goes to the inside. Much better run. We'll see if she can hang on this time. She's got the force off turn 1. Gabby looks over her right shoulder this time. She's got plenty of room and takes it away. So Ramirez, your new leader for the 2nd time. You got to give her a little credit as she had it a lap ago. And now she's up front. Peretta running 2nd. Sits back in 3rd is Joe Nunez. Great battle up front as we're closing in on a halfway point. 12-lap Micromax battles. Your leaders come in that final turn led by Ramirez. Humberto Peretta running the tire tracks at Gabby. Top 3 drivers single file as they'll make their way down into turn number 1. Ramirez, your leader, off turn 1. Now going to the inside. Great run, great exit, and a brand new leader, Humberto Peretta. Nice move there. In the meantime, Joe Nunez will swoop to the inside. He snatches 2nd away from Ramirez. Now Ramirez going to watch. Here comes Lucas Rodriguez. So from top spot back to 4th for Gabby Ramirez. So Humberto Peretta back up to the top spot. Nunez 2nd, Rodriguez 3rd, Ramirez 4th. So just over the halfway point, 7 laps in. 12-lap pre-final. It's been a good one. Well, there's your leaders. Ryan Rackley looking for an exchange now. Ryan going to go to the inside. He'll move up a spot. He moves to 5th. That'll put Ashton Chilton back to 6th. So 7 laps in. Humberto Peretta, your pole sitter, your leader. Nunez 2nd. Lucas Rodriguez 3rd. Ramirez 4th. Chilton 5th. Rackley will flip that. Rackley now 5th. Chilton 6th. Haynes 7th. Fletcher running 8th. And Bryce Haynes, amazingly, with a 42.878. That is a quick time. And Bryce right now in the 7th spot. So 8 laps complete. Peretta, your leader. Nunez now going to cross over. Looks for the lane going into turn number 1. He's got room. And he now has the lead. So brand new leader, Nunez, takes it over here in lap number 8. Keep an eye on that number 95. Lucas Rodriguez has been right there. Waiting to pounce on the top 2. Stays right there in the tire tracks of Humberto Peretta off the top of the hairpin turn. Ramirez running 4th. It's anybody's battle as they come there, make their way into the chicane. Gabby Ramirez in lap number 8 turned to 42.748 for Ramirez. That is quick time. As Nunez, your leader. Gabby right now running 4th, about 9/10 of a second behind your leaders. I tell you, I'm liking that 95 of Lucas Rodriguez. He's been in a very good spot to watch what's going on. These 2 drivers make a mistake. Rodriguez right there to take it away. And it has been a heavy battle. Wouldn't surprise me. as these guys come down to the final last couple laps. 9 in, 12-lap pre-final. And it has been a good one. Beretta's been up there a couple times. Nunez has been up there. Ramirez has been your leader. And we'll see 2 to go. Things are going to start to get hot and heavy now as your leaders head down to turn 1. It's Nunez, Beretta, Rodriguez into turn number 1. Humberto looking to the inside, trying to make the pass, going to be shut down. And now they come around, and he will take the lead. So a new leader is Beretta, takes it back away from Joe Nunez. Nice piece of driving there coming to the top half of that oval, turn number 1. So Humberto Beretta, your leader. Nunez running second. Rodriguez third. Ramirez runs fourth off of the hairpin turn. Yeah, and Humberto Beretta up front through the chicane. Lewis, white flag in hand. They're going to have one more circuit. Here they come. Will they scatter? Will they pick a different lane? Going to the right side. That'll be your leader, Humberto Beretta, trying to lock up that low side. Gets a decent run through turn 1. Going to hold on to the lead off turn 1. Humberto Beretta, Nunez, Rodriguez, all nose to tail. Challenge for the lead. And we'll see an exchange. It is Nunez, your leader. So Joe Nunez now in an exchange. Looks like it's a 95 coming back. Lucas Rodriguez. They continue to shuffle around as they come off of that hairpin turn. Great run, as I talked about. Lucas Rodriguez right in the mix. Still 4-cart battle through the chicane. Final turn. Here they come down the front stretch. They'll scatter around. Checker flag in the air. It's your winner. Rodriguez scores the win. Nunez, Beretta, Ramirez, and Bryce Haynes, top 5 finished. Watch out for Bryce Haynes. He's coming on. So as I said it, in lap number 9, watch the 95 in a good spot to watch what's happening, waiting for a mistake and waiting for that spot, and he cleared 2 drivers and picks up the win. Great run for Lucas Rodriguez. So unofficially, it'll be Rodriguez number 1, Nunez number 2, Beretta number 3, Ramirez 4th, Haynes 5th, Chilton 6th, Rackley back to 7th, and Jeremy Fletcher 8th. Great racing there out of this group.